Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and in today's video it's the final update in my PSP saga. So if you've been watching my other videos, you'll know that I bought this a few months ago, thought it was completely dead, and it turned out to be hard bricked and have a problem with the screen. Well, the problem being that the screen wasn't attached because the screen latch for the cable had broken, so it wouldn't sit in, and I decided not to fix it, not to try and replace the screen latch, but instead I used some Captain tape and a cardboard shim to sort of keep it in place. So now I have secured the cable in place, and I've now got this lovely PSP which actually does work. Bought a new back for the battery because it came without one, and I think it is running version 6. I know when I hard bricked it, I took it to version 5.0, and then on the Little Big Planet there is an update to official 6.0. So let's just see what this is running. Now this is a fully working PSP. Actually, it runs pretty well, except I have some issues with this D-pad. I cannot for the life of me work out why it doesn't want to work properly. These seem to be okay, so the left and the up and down, they do work. They don't seem as pronounced as they should be, but the right one, it doesn't seem to work until you sort of push the whole button over, and then it does. So I need to work out what is wrong with that, because I've taken this apart and had a look so many times. It's as if they just don't stick out enough. They're not pressing in the right place. So I don't know whether it's a problem with the actual button or not. You can see on this side these are quite raised, but this one, I don't know if you can see that, but the right side of the D-pad is almost flush with the body, and I've got another PSP, a white one, and they are very raised and they work brilliantly, but it does work. So let's just check what system we've got on this. Uh, 6.6. So I installed 5.0 official firmware, then I used this to get it to 6.0, and then I downloaded the 0.6 or 6.6, put it on the memory card and ran that. So it does work. I'm very pleased. I'm hoping that the method I've used to keep the screen cable in place actually stays there, but it's got a battery which has got a decent amount of charge, and the UMD works brilliantly. Here we go. So there you go, it's picked up the UMD, which is fantastic. I've had no issues playing games. So I've taken this PSP that I really thought was fit for the bin. It's a little scuffed, as you can see. I've cleaned it up as much as I can. I've put in some screws, but when I got it, I think there was only 2 screws in it, which probably didn't help. But it's now all held together and it's quite secure. But I do need to sort out whatever is going on with this D-pad, because it's not as responsive as it should be. You seem to have to just push. It's mainly these two really, but none of it is as easy to use as it should be. And the right one is the one that when you can see that there, that is not sticking out very far at all. and when you can hear that is there's something on there. There's something underneath it, or it's grinding on something that it shouldn't be. Maybe I will just buy a new button or a pad to go underneath, and then this would be a fully working PSP 1000. I've got a white one which isn't fully working. I mean, it is superb, but the UMD drive is a little bit dodgy, so I was a little bit gutted that I got this one, which for all its faults, it does have a working UMD drive. It seems to be very reliable, but there you go. A supposedly completely dead. If you've watched my previous videos on this particular PSP, you'll know that it just did nothing at all. It was hard bricked, but then it also had a screen cable problem, which I've fixed, or got a workaround at least. So there you go. I'm very pleased to have it up and running. I just need to get this button fixed. So there you go. Final update in this. I don't think I'm going to do any more unless at some point I do work out what is wrong with this D-pad, and then I may do a video on it, but I'm not even sure if it is the D-pad itself. It could just be the case and all. There's just something not right inside there. This has been very heavily abused, and it's a miracle that it's working like it is now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've been following this sort of series of videos on this PSP, and that is the outcome. So like, subscribe, enjoy.